For the record.
Yes, good day everyone. Welcome to another episode of
For the record.
This is yours truly,
Senor Simon.
a firm and courageous confidant of truth, an agent of light and clarity to a darkened and unclear controversies in our society and its people. Welcome everyone to another edition of For the Record. And for this episode, co-issues, we are going to discuss the Philippine issue in which, as we've titled it, De Lima will run after those who forced witnesses, not on the recanters. Because co-issues, the latest news that we have is that the former senator, after her acquittal, of the third case, because if you will review on our topic on that, she has already, or for 4 cases filed against her in relation to illegal drug trading. 3 of those have or she had been decided, or a court or courts have been decided that she was found innocent because of some circumstances as to the witnesses. So the story now is that she is planning to go after those who coerced those witnesses against her. Now, instead of filing perjury against those recanters, she prefers to go after those allegedly forced those witnesses. But before anything else, co-issues, I would invite you to like and subscribe and click on the notification bell for our YouTube channel so that you will be updated whenever we are having new videos uploaded on our YouTube channel. And if ever we have the issue 101 live streaming and also our Facebook fan page, please support it by following and liking it. And our Facebook fan page is Senor Simon issue 101. And do please include our Twitter account at Senor Simon 101. So here is the news co-issue or co-issues that has to do with our topic for this episode. Because according to this news from CNN Philippines, De Lima will hold into account those who forced witnesses to fabricate statements in drug case, according to her lawyer. So what does that mean? Okay, let's read the news from CNN Philippines. Former Senator Leila De Lima will make sure that all those responsible for pressuring witnesses to speak against her will be held liable, according to her legal counsel. So according to Dino De Leon, the legal counsel of De Lima, all of these people should be held into account. That has always been the stand of Senator Leila De Lima, or that's ex-Senator Leila De Lima. On May 12, the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court, this we already tackled this issues in our Tagalog episode of For the Record. Now, the recantation, because this is what waited, or the what we call this, the judge give more weight to the recantation made by some of the witnesses against the former senator. So according to this news, the recantation of former Bureau of Corrections officer in charge Rafael Ragos was vital. This is what De Lima's camp said. Because the decision made by the court was due to the reason that the principle of proving the guilt of former Senator Leila De Lima beyond reasonable doubt has been weakened due to the recantation of some of those witnesses. And according to this news, Ragos claimed he was coerced by former Justice Secretary Vitaliano Aguirre II, who was appointed by former President Rodrigo Duterte, in which Aguirre, this is Aguirre, not Aguirre, denied the allegation. Now, according to this news, again, aside from Ragos, self-confessed drug dealer Kerwin Espinosa, De Lima's former bodyguard Ronnie Dayan, and another government witness, Marcelo Adorco, have recanted their allegations against De Lima. Okay. Following her acquittal and the dismissal of another case in 2021, De Lima is just waiting for the decision of Muntinlupa RTC Branch 256 regarding her plea for bail on her third drug case. She has been in detention for 6 years. Okay. Why we tackle this topic in this in my YouTube channel, Co-Issues? Because an article has been posted on Human Rights Watch, which really, and I do suspect that this Human Rights Watch is always favorable to those that are opposing the Philippine government. What do I mean opposing the Philippine government? They ride on the issues that are being thrown to the government. This Human Rights Watch are backing those or these people that are against the Philippine government, and that is why they keep on accusing the Philippine government on human rights violation. And we've already tackled this, that the Human Rights Watch, and there are those that alleging that this Human Rights Watch are allied to the Communist Party of the Philippines. Okay, let us first discuss that said article posted on the Human Rights Watch website, titled Latest De Lima Acquittal Exposes Philippine Justice System's Politicization. Philippine Department of Justice should drop remaining case launch inquiry, written by Carlos Conde, Senior Researcher, Asia Division. Because in this article of his, he said, the acquittal of former Senator Leila De Lima in the second of 3 drug cases against her and her likely continued, by the way, what date is this one? Just this Monday. Okay. Acquittal of former Senator in the second of 3 drug cases against her and her likely continued. Sorry, did I mention 4 cases? Okay. 3 cases, and 2 already have been dropped. She's already, sorry for that, let me correct myself. 3 cases and 2 have already been dropped. She's found not guilty of those 2 cases, and there is still 1 pending. Okay, let's continue on this article written by this Carlos Conde. Okay. The acquittal of former Senator Leila De Lima, second of 3 drug cases against her and her likely continued custody and police detention, highlight the political nature of the charges against her. Take note of this. This is very critical, because I pointed out earlier that this Human Rights Watch and probably this writer is allied to the left or the Communist Party of the Philippines, who always criticize the government, who always oppose the government. Whatever issue they have against the government, they always ride on it. De Lima, who has now been in detention for more than 6 years, was acquitted for allegedly, okay, we already know that one. Okay, this line here. Both cases were evidently fabricated, and there is no reason to think that the third case against her is any more credible. My point is this, Co-Issues. in the case, or this case, in which there are recantation made by witnesses, the decision of the court, which I will emphasize that I respect the decision of the court, because the court is basing it on the statements on the witnesses. But the latest that happened before that decision was made is that there were recantation made. But the decision did not pointed out the validity of the recantation. Meaning, the court did not tackle in depth on the allegation why those witnesses recanted. Because this is very important issues. It should be that the circumstances behind the recantation of those witnesses has to be investigated as well. Has to be proven whether there was coercion happened to them prior to them being witness to this case of drug trading related to this case of the accused former Senator Leila De Lima. And I do emphasize that the decision made by the court did not give full weight on the allegation that the witnesses were coerced. That is why they were witnessing against the former senator. That is my point, co-issues. Because in this article made by Conde in the Human Rights Watch website, he gave full weight on the authority, on the influence of former President Rodrigo Duterte on the justice system of the Philippines. He even to the point emphasizing the ICC's intervention of the criminal justice or the justice system in the Philippines. As you can see here, and as you can read in here, co-issues, this article once again from Human Rights Watch, written by Carlos H. Conde. He emphasized in this article that then President Rodrigo Duterte directed De Lima's persecution in response to her attempts to investigate killings that took place in the early stages of Duterte's war on drugs in 2016. He emphasized, this writer, this Mr. Conde, again, why do I always, Carlos Conde, why do I always forget his name? So he pointed out here that it was a manipulation of the former president why current former Senator Leila De Lima was incarcerated, was filed, or there were cases filed against Leila De Lima, which the second of her case was dismissed due to weakness, due to the reasonable doubts. And let me remind everyone that the decision made by this court does not mean that former Senator Leila De Lima is innocent of the case or cases against her.
For the record.
It does not prove that this decision, this acquittal, means that she is not really innocent of the crime or the criminal cases filed against her.
For the record.
Now, going back to the very point of my commentary on my opinion co-issues. What would I point out? What I want to point out in this video is that why should De Lima will run after those alleged personalities who coerced the witnesses instead of filing charges of perjury against those who recanted. Because if she is truly wanted to prosecute these personalities who witnessed against her but recanted on their statements, she should file perjury against these personalities so that she could discover the truth whether there was coercion prior to the filing of the case and making these witnesses witnessed against her. That's my point, co-issues. If De Lima wanted to know the truth whether these witnesses have been coerced, she should file perjury against them and let the evidence show itself whether the truth is they were truly coerced to witness against De Lima.
For the record.
That will be all, co-issues, for this episode of
For the record.
Once again, may I invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, click on the notification bell for our YouTube channel, follow us at Twitter and at our Facebook fan page. Once again, this is your host,
Senior Simon.
a firm and courageous confidant of truth, an agent of light and clarity to a darkened and unclear controversies in our society and its people, will say, a well-informed person is advantageous. Take care, God bless you all, and all praises belongs to Lord Jesus Christ. Bye-bye.